Hi everyone, this is Kat and welcome to the Temple of the Night. And in this video I wanted to show you my dream space altar slash my shadow work altar. So it's kind of a dual purpose altar that I keep beside my bed where I can focus on my dream work and working on my shadow self, which is basically working on the parts of myself that I have been suppressing and either changing the negative qualities into positive ones or bringing out the positive ones that for some reason I am keeping buried in myself right now rather than allowing them to come through. So keep in mind as I show you this that everything on this altar has a purpose and is designed to help me stay focused on my dream and shadow work. So I'm just going to take you over and show you everything now. Okay, so this is what it looks like from afar. And of course my bed is just to the side here. So it's really easy for me to each night before I go to sleep come and spend some time over here. I'm going to get started and show you what some of the different things on this altar are and why I've chosen to put them there so that you can have an idea of what my thinking was with all of this. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you here is the main plate in the center. So right here I have a candle holder that some of you might be familiar with from my Violet Cat channel. And this is my moon candle holder. It has pictures of the moon and stars on it. It's silver, and then there's little blue glass beads on it. So I really like this because obviously it's evocative of the nighttime, and because of the silver and the shiny blue beads, it just has like a nice magical quality to it, which will help me feel connected to the more mystical realms when I'm getting ready to sleep. So this I like to put on my regular altar when it actually is a full moon, and I use that as sort of a centerpiece, but I guess when I'm not using it for that I'll have it on this altar here all the time. Now I have two different tarot decks here. One of them is the Vampire Tarot, or Tarot of Vampires, that's what it's called, and then the other one is called the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. And each of these decks to me will help me work on my dreams. The Mystic Dreamer Tarot, I want to use it to help interpret my dreams and to help ask for specific dreams. And the Tarot of Vampires, this deck is really great for doing shadow work. So you guys should definitely look up those if you're interested in tarot decks that can help you with that kind of stuff. Now I have a smoky quartz down here, a smoky quartz crystal, and for me smoky quartz helps to connect me to the mystical realms again as well. You know, to me smoke kind of represents mystery, the thin veil between the physical planes and the astral plane. So that's why I like smoky quartz being on this altar. The silver tray is great because I can take this stuff off and make crystal grids and put them on here. And crystal grids is when you take crystals like this and you arrange them in a specific pattern, and they will give off an energy that can help you work with something that you want to bring into your life or into your practice. So over on the left hand side I have a one of these little masks that you put over your eyes for sleep or for meditation. So I would use this mask perhaps for, like, you know, lucid dream work or for doing relaxation meditations at night if I'm feeling particularly stressed out. Underneath of it I'm just keeping my lighter for lighting my candles, so that's there. Then here I have a fountain. It's unfortunately not on right now, but I'm sure you'll see it on in other videos. There's a purple candle in here. Purple is just one of my favorite colors and it's very relaxing to me. and there's a little Zen style rock garden. And then, yeah, water comes out of the top part here on the fountain, and just is really relaxing to listen to when it's turned on. Then towards the back of the altar, I have, on either side, I have one of these candle holders and candlesticks. So the silver candles, silver to me again is a color that just helps me to connect with dreaming and the other realms and stuff like that. So that's why I also have this silver candle holder as well. There's a bell here, which I can use when I want to clear the space, if I don't want to use incense to do a space cleansing. And also ringing a bell for me is just a way to separate my regular time from my dream work and shadow work time. So I would just ring the bell to symbolize beginning and ending a session. I have some lavender incense here. Lavender to me is really relaxing, so that's why I have that. And then here's one of the candle holders. These are just decorative candle holders because I want to do a lot of my work by candlelight rather than having my big overhead light on, because that's a little bit distracting for me when I'm trying to meditate and whatnot and really get into interpreting stuff. So I have an owl here. Owls obviously are a creature of the nighttime. They're not a mythical creature, they're a very real creature on this physical plane of existence. And I think they represent wisdom, and because they sit in trees and quietly observe things, often going unnoticed, all you can see is their eyes. It just kind of represents the watcher. And I think in shadow work, a lot of what you're doing is literally watching yourself, observing yourself. So I think that's kind of cool. So that's why I have that on my altar. Then I have some lavender oil. The words where it says lavender is kind of rubbed off a bit. But anyways, that's lavender oil. And I use that with the oil burner that's sitting here. So I have an oil burner. This seashell dish I use for divination. I fill it with some water and I'll gaze into it. Sometimes it's nice to do that just as a relaxation thing, and also if I'm looking for answers to a specific problem or situation. So that's why that is there. And also I can use it to hold stuff and whatnot, so that has lots of purposes. I have an amethyst crystal sitting here, and amethyst is one of the crystals that a lot of people find connects them to their spiritual or higher self. And for me, I definitely find that. And then also purple is just a color that's very empowering for me. And because shadow work and dream work can be very draining and can be something that's hard to do because you're facing sides of yourself or situations that you don't necessarily enjoy looking at, you want to have some colors on your altar that are soothing to you and also empowering to you, so that you don't feel, diminished of your power or of your confidence in yourself. The cloth is just a scarf. Well, it's a beautiful scarf that I got as a gift, and I really like using it as an altar cloth in this situation, and it just goes with the colors of what is on my altar. So again, that's what it looks like. And I have these black roses up here. They're black and they're purple, and they have some cat fur on them as well. That's sort of unintentional. But anyways, I just find these pretty. Like, I'm kind of into gothic stuff anyways. So, and I just wanted a nice centerpiece, and I think it's more practical to use faux flowers in sort of a permanent altar setup, because these will last. I won't have to keep rebuying them, kind of a thing. So flowers to me are representative of transformation, because a flower blooms and opens up and becomes something very beautiful. And with roses, there's a lot of symbolism just attached to roses themselves anyways. They're connected to purity, but they're also connected to fertility. So they can symbolize almost anything. So a rose is a great kind of flower to have on an altar anyhow. But the black for me just symbolizes nighttime and sort of like hidden stuff or veiled veiled secrets and things like that. And they're now blossoming and coming out into the open. So that's why I have those flowers on there. And then my altar table is actually a little chest of drawers, as you can see. And on the bottom, I just honestly have some photo albums. And I have, down here, I have a book that I'm reading right now. This is a novel that I'm currently, honestly, I could have been finished this like a long time ago, but when I get to the end of books that I really like, I kind of procrastinate and don't want to finish them. So I'll just read it like really slow. The dream journal I keep here so it's easy to reach. There's more of a chance you're actually going to record dreams in your dream journal if you keep it right where you sleep, because in that way, before you even get out of bed and start forgetting stuff, you can write it down while it's still fresh in your mind. So that's my dream journal, and that is my dream work and shadow work altar space. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all of that. It was fun showing you guys all that stuff. And thank you for watching this video, and I wish you all a wonderful, blessed day.